Okay, welcome to Chapter 3. We're going to go ahead and do a process costing question. We're going to go on page 150, PA3-1. It continues to the next page. PA3-1 on page 150. We've got Sandia Corporation. They manufacture metal toolboxes. It adds all the materials at the beginning of the manufacturing process. The company's provided the following information. They want us to use the weighted average method of process costing to complete each of the following steps. Then they want us to summarize the preceding steps in a production report for Sandia Corporation. We'll go through the steps and you'll see that the production report will be readily apparent for us. So we'll start off with step 1, reconciling the units, and we'll start that off right here. To start this off, we need a T account. The work in process T account we'll use, and we're going to do it for just the units. And so as we said before, this is where the beginning goes, any units we started, what got transferred out, and then ending inventory will go right below, right there. So starting off, we got to find the beginning inventory for units, and in that yellow box where it says units and costs, beginning work in process 30% complete, we have 80,000 units. So there's 80,000 units in the beginning work in process. Down below we can search for the units started, and they gave that to us as well, 152,000. Units started will go right here. We start 152,000 units. Next we need units transferred out, but we don't know what that is. But that's fine, because they give us the ending work in process of 68,000. That'll go right here, 68,000. So as we said, these two up here, the beginning inventory and the units started, must equal whatever our ending inventory and transferred out is. Essentially speaking, these two should equal those two. So if we know these three, we can find out this one. 80,000 plus 152,000 gets us 232,000. 232,000. That's the total amount of units we're going to account for. 232,000 minus 68,000 will tell us the units that got transferred out. And that should equal 164,000. 164,000. 164,000 plus 68,000 will get us 232, so we are fully reconciled. Step 1 is complete. Now for step 2, we have to find the cost per equivalent unit. So we'll start off here. We need one column for materials. We need one column for conversion. When we're building units, we need materials, we need labor, we need overhead. Materials is simple enough. Whatever we put into the material, whatever we put into the product material-wise goes right here. And for conversion, that's the labor and overhead. Since usually labor and overhead are allocated to each other, we can combine the two for conversion. The first thing we need is the units transferred. And we should know this from step 1. We transferred 164,000 units out, so that's going to go right here. 164,000 units were transferred. 164,000 units were transferred for conversion as well. Then we need to find out how complete they are. And the theory is if you transfer a unit out of work in process and put it inside the store for selling, they're 100% complete. 100% complete for materials and 100% complete for conversion because they're done. They got transferred to the next department. That being said, the number of equivalent units that got transferred out is 164,000 times 100% for 164,000. 164,000, 100% as well, 164,000. That's how many equivalent units there were transferred out of work in process. Next, we go to the ending inventory, right down here. The ending inventory contains 68,000 units. Same with conversion, 68,000 units. The percent complete, we got to go find. The problem doesn't tell us how complete they are with beginning inventory, but if you look at that second sentence, It says it adds all materials at the beginning of the manufacturing process. That being said, if they start anything, that means all the units are present, which means they're probably 100% complete. But for conversion, they tell us in the box, it says the ending work in process is 50% complete. This is not to be confused with the beginning work in process that's 30% complete. That's beginning, we don't care about that one. We want the ending work in process, and the book states it's 50% complete. Same procedure as last time. Equivalent units in ending inventory, 68,000 times 100 gives us 68,000. 68,000 times 50% gives us 34,000. There we have it. Finally, we want total equivalent units. Total equivalent units. Total equivalent units consists of the equivalent units that got transferred out and the equivalent units in ending inventory. This 164,000 plus this 68,000 will give us the total equivalent units. 164 plus 68 should get us 232,000. 232,000. Then over here, we have 164,000 units that got transferred out, and we also had 34,000 equivalent units in ending inventory. 164 plus 34,000 gives us 198,000. 198,000. And step 2 is complete. Step 3, we have to find the cost per equivalent unit. So we should set ourselves up one more time. Materials and conversion. Okay. Materials, the first thing we need is now the cost of the beginning inventory. The cost of beginning inventory. From what they tell us, the cost of beginning inventory for direct materials is $80,000. The cost of beginning inventory for conversion is $190,000. $190,000. Next thing we need is any costs that got added. Materials, they tell us the current period costs. Direct materials cost was $180,000 added. So we add $180,000. Conversion, it tells us they added $314,000. And then we get a total. 80,000 plus 180,000 gets us 260,000. 190,000 plus 314,000 gives us 504,000. Excellent. Now we need to find the cost per equivalent unit. Cost per equivalent unit. And like we said, per means division. We're going to take the cost divided by equivalent units. We know the cost is 260,000. And now we know the equivalent units is 232,000 for materials. So what's $260,000 divided by 232,000? I have no idea. 260,000 divided by 232,000. I'm getting 1.1206896. $1.1206896. They want to round to 5 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to go up to 1.12069. Conversion, same thing. We have $504,000, and we have 198,000 units equivalent. 504,000 divided by 198,000 gets us 2.54545454 forever. 2.545454 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get rid of you and keep you at a 5. And just for fun, let's combine these. 1.12069 plus 2.54545 should get us 3.6664. 3.666. I'll just add it. 1.12069 plus 2.54545, 3.66614. That's better. I'm gonna write that better. 3.66614. That's our total cost per equivalent unit. This is our total cost per equivalent unit in regards to materials. This is our total cost per equivalent unit in regard to conversion. Last step, step 4. We have to reconcile the cost of the work in process account. For that, we'll go right here. We need one more work in process account. Looks like I'm out of room. Work in process account, this time it's for the cost. Work in process cost. Just like we did over there, we're going to mimic the same thing. Beginning, started, transferred, ending. Beginning. We know the beginning cost of work in process is right here at exactly $270,000. And we know it's $270,000 because just like the problem said, they gave us $80,000 for materials, and they gave us $190,000 for conversion. 80 plus 190,000 will get us our 270. Next, we got to get the cost added. Total cost added is $494,000. $494,000 because we have $180,000 for materials, 180,000, and we have $314,000 for conversion. Not bad. Now we can take the total cost to account for. Just like we did back in this T account, 80,000 plus 152 is 232,000 units. We have $270,000 in beginning, $494,000 for added, which gives us a grand total of $764,000. $764,000 to account for. Now we move forward. What is the cost of the units transferred out? According to that, we transferred out 164,000 units, and our cost per equivalent unit is calculated right here. 164,000 times 3.66614 will get us 601,247 rounded. 601,247. Okay, last part is this ending inventory. We could just take 764,000 minus the 601,247 and get this number, but if you do that, you're prone to error. If we made a miscalculation anywhere along the lines here, and we just subtract that number out, the error won't be exposed. So you have to calculate this one step by step. First thing is, we know the equivalent units in ending inventory. In regards to materials, we have 68,000 equivalent units, and the cost per equivalent unit for materials is 112,069. So 68,000 times 1.12069 will get us a number. 68,000 times 1.12069 gets us 76,207. 76,207. And for conversion, we have 34,000, and the cost per equivalent unit for conversion is 2.54545. 2.54545 times 34,000. I'm getting 86,545, 86545, 86545. The combined total of these two should get us 162,752. What did I just say? 162,752? 162,752? Sounds about right. Now, the moment of truth. Did we do this correctly? Like we did in that one up there. Beginning plus started is equal to ending plus transferred out. Same logic should apply. Beginning plus started should equal ending plus transferred out. What is 162,752 plus 601,247? Let's find out. 162,752 plus 601,247. I'm getting 763,999. Put it here. 763,999. We're $1 off from that 764,000, and we can blame it on the rounding there because we hit it over the head. What? 68,000, 34,000, 164,000 times. We're going to be about $1 off, which is perfectly fine. As long as these two are within like $2 or $3, we've done everything correctly. And that's all 4 steps. Step 1, reconciling the units. Step 2, finding the equivalent units in ending inventory and the transferred out. Step 3 is finding out the cost per equivalent unit in regards to materials conversion and total. And step 4 is right here, reconciling all the costs. From here, we can create our production report. Every number we need is exposed right there.